Defense drones, also known as security drones, were a very specific variant of Dalek created from mutated Dalek DNA on Earth in the early 2020s by a clone of the reconnaissance scout Dalek. After the original recon scout Dalek was defeated by the 13th Doctor, its casing was recovered by agents working for Jack Robertson, who wanted to use the alien machine remains to manufacture a new line of automated defense drones, programmed to enforce law in any nations willing to pay for them. Robertson contracted Leo Rugazi, CEO of Rugazi Technologies, to 3D print these defense drones by studying the remains of the Recon Scout. As a result of this research, Leo unknowingly designed the defense drone in the image of a Dalek, but the insidious infiltration of the Daleks went far deeper than that. As a side project, Leo had also been studying biological remnants that he had found inside the Recon Scout's destroyed casing. He was fascinated by the nature of the DNA that he had recovered, so he attempted to clone it, a process which unintentionally resurrected the Recon Scout Dalek mutant. Using its enhanced abilities, this creature took control of Leo, and through him it perverted the defense drone program to suit its malevolent needs. Instead of manufacturing wholly automated machines based on Daleks, Rugazi Technologies was instead manufacturing a new line of Dalek casings disguised as defense drones. They could perform their intended function as expected, but they were all capable of housing a Dalek mutant, which could then take full control of the defense drone, which, as well as being fitted with anti-riot armaments, was also secretly equipped with advanced Dalek weaponry, allowing the creature to exterminate at will. And thanks to the partnership between Jack Robertson and the UK government, these defense drones were scattered across Britain. The cloned Recon Scout Dalek's plan became clear to the Doctor only when she discovered the other operation that the mutant had been planning. By puppeteering Leo, it had established a secret facility in Osaka to clone and feed more Recon Scout Dalek mutants, and then subsequently liquidize the workers and use their protein matter to grow the mutants, infusing them with human DNA and mutating their genetics. Using a huge ultraviolet burst, the clone teleported all of the fully grown Dalek mutant clones into their awaiting defense drone casings, hijacking the UK's new security network and creating a huge army of thousands of Daleks spread all over the country. The defense drones began an extermination spree with the intent of slaughtering the human population to feed and grow new clones. The original Recon Scout clone killed Leo and teleported into his own casing, but its plan was interrupted by the arrival of Death Squad Daleks, which had been summoned to Earth by the Doctor. The Death Squad Daleks detected the impure DNA of the defense drone Daleks, and after a brief verbal altercation, they attacked them. Despite their powerful weapons, the defense drones were no match for the Death Squad Daleks, who were the enforcers of Dalek purity and as such were specially designed to hunt and destroy impure Daleks. The army of defense drones spread across the UK were quickly hunted down and destroyed, and the original Recon Scout clone was subsequently exterminated on the bridge of the Death Squad Dalek saucer after it attempted to reason with the Dalek commander. Its attempts to beg for its life were ultimately unsuccessful. It ironically met its end due to the defining philosophy of the cause it had served its entire life, that anything that is different must be destroyed. Of all the Dalek variants we've seen on screen, the defense drones are among the most interesting. Initially, they were intended to be simple robots designed to assist police forces with riots. They were equipped with powerful but harmless water cannons, tear gas, and a high-frequency sonic deterrent for the purposes of crowd dispersal, but they were not intended to be lethal. However, the subtle alterations to their design made by the Recon Scout Dalek clone made them the ideal sleeper Daleks, an army of docile drones dispersed among an ignorant population, but designed to awaken at the opportune moment to commence an invasion. It's an interesting tactic that illustrates the ingenuity and manipulative abilities of the Daleks. Once they are occupied by Dalek mutants, the defense drones essentially become fully fledged Dalek variants. They lack shields, but they do have powerful energy weapons and they possess the ability to fly, and the notable shift from blue to red when their takeover begins gives these Daleks a malevolent look. Many aspects of the defense drone design demonstrate their deviant nature. The aspects carried over from the Recon Scout's approximation of a Dalek casing, such as the swept-back dome lights and defined chunky midsection, but also other elements like the oddly orientated hemispheres and the grating, distinctly Imperial Dalek-sounding voice. The red extermination effect also marks one of the few times that the colour of a Dalek laser has shown to be anything other than blue, further differentiating these Daleks from their bronze cousins. Behind the scenes, it is clear that the defense defense drones were created to look as visually distinct from the bronze Daleks as possible, while still maintaining the basic Dalek silhouette, and from that point of view, the design fulfills its function perfectly, while also making its mark on Dalek history as one of the most striking Dalek variants we have seen to date. What do you think of the defense drones? Do you want to see more Dalek variants like this in the future? Do you think we'll ever see the defense drone design again in a future story? Let me know in the comments below. And for more Dalek content like this,
don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.